as we think about caring and loving for each other, in the Hebrews verse where it says, let us consider each other carefully for the purpose of sparking love and good deeds. When I was doing research, that translation in Hebrew means attentive, continuous care. Not just care in general, but like being very focused on it. So that means it's not just a Sunday thing. It's continuous engagement every part of our lives. It's not a spectator sport. We're part of a team. And the team sport I played growing up was track, which a lot of people think is individual, but it really is a team sport, and I'll break down the reasons why. So this summer we had the Olympics, and for the Summer Olympics, track is included. And it just reminded me how long we run for a few seconds. Because I was a sprinter, and at the high school level, depending on how fast you are, it's roughly going to be at least less than 15 seconds. And then I also ran the 200 less than 30 seconds. But that was after 2 to 3 hours of running 5 days a week all year long. Because most track runners don't only run during the season, we run in the off season. And we don't only run, we lift weights. And we don't only lift weights, we do interval training. And sprinters train with the long distance runner and vice versa. So that part of it is fun. I loved running a couple hours a day. And I loved being ready for those 15 seconds. And as much as it can feel individual on the track, even professional runners train in teams because you can't progress if you're only doing those drills alone. You grow together. And then there's officially the relay race, which we know is a team because we got 4 people together. But for the 4x1, they don't just think about who are the 4 fastest people on the team, because that's not necessarily what you need. You need the fastest person who can get out of the starting blocks to kick off the race. And then you need people who are fast on the turns. And sometimes those are the 200 runners because they're used to running a turn every time. So they may not be fastest at running 100, but they can run that turn quickly. And then the 4th leg needs to be somebody who does not care where they get it. If they're last, if they're in the middle, if they're in first, they're committed to getting to the finish line first. And that takes a different type of fortitude. But when they cross that finish line, they don't just finish the race, everyone does. The first 3 people finish when they finish. It's a team effort. And similar to the band, no matter what piece you're doing, it's a group effort. With our worship team, same thing. We hear them have solos, but together they come every Sunday to bring us worship. And on that note, I'll get a little bit more into the generosity of our diverse gifts. Another piece that I like in the Hebrews verse is that it says, sparking love and good deeds, which means that we can get creative with it. It's not just like we want to make sure we're on top of things. We're like sparking, which I feel like is like being ingenuous, having fun. So he gives us gifts so that we can enjoy what we do, and we can lean into our natural gifts. If we trust him, he can use those gifts in a way where he multiplies the effects, similar to the idea of the loaves and the fish in the New Testament. Whatever little bit we give, he expands the impact.